Okay, wasn't gonna make a video on this, but I decided, well, it seems kind of useful if I made a video on what I'm doing. That's played. It's already been 5.5 minutes of boiling alcohol. I put 40 milliliters in the stove. It's not quite boiling yet. This is indoors with cold tap water. That wasn't like freezing cold or anything. It's the middle of summer. I think it's like mid-70s in here and no AC. What I did was, when I'm testing it, it's about to rain outside, so I didn't want to go outside. This Bear Creek pasta mix right here. There's the top of it. It's enough for 2 people. But what I did is I split it in half, and so that the whole thing would actually fit in this 1.3 liter pot. So I split it in half, and I'm gonna try this. So if I could make 2 meals out of this, if need be, and that's what I wanted to try. I think it's boiling now. About to be boiling. 6.5 minutes boil, which seemed to take longer for some reason inside. It's interesting. What's that? And what I'm going to do now is pour all this stuff in. Get all the cheese. Stir it up with a spoon. Normally I would have my long handle spoon. Well, let's see, this is also going to be a test to see how long 40 milliliters lasts in this stove. I think it should last at least 20 minutes or so, which is how long it says about to cook this. 12 to 15 minutes after you stick it in, which it's not supposed to be boiling, it's supposed to be simmering, but we'll see how long it takes. I'll see how well it works. I think these are like $2.50 or something. I want to say that's how much they are. You just add water, you boil them. Yeah, it takes a lot of fuel, but with this stove, I can use wood, so it works pretty well. Plus, they get 720 calories for 2 servings, and this is 2 servings. That's half the bag. So I'm gonna go fix this up and tell you how it comes out. Okay, one thing to note while that's cooking, I have my scale here, and the other half a packet, you can see it's pretty compact for what it is. 720 calories, 6.3 ounces. I measured to make sure it's exactly half. I think it's like 178 grams exactly for each bag. That's including the plastic side, like I guess 1 or 2 grams for the plastic, but it comes out to 114.28, or to say 114 calories per ounce for this meal, which is pretty good. I think it's supposed to be like 150 per ounce is the most, but over 100 per ounce is pretty good. So that's and what this is, and this is pretty good. I guess if you, I don't know what you could add. If you had some spam, like spam in a packet, that would be pretty good. I added, last camping trip I actually added some hot dogs. I'll add that a photo above, but I added some hot dogs I cut up and grilled on the stove. It was pretty awesome, and it tasted pretty good. I'm not sure how many calories total that was, but I was just shortly backpacking like 2 miles, pretty much straight uphill, camping and walking back down in the morning. But yeah, I'll show you how well this does once it's done cooking. It appears that the stove went out right around 17 minutes. I don't think I've quite put 40 milliliters in there, but certainly close enough to it. The stove is out. It's 17:40 now, and which is about 11 minutes once I put the stuff on. So I'm gonna let it continue boiling on this burner over here, so my food is not too watery. Okay, the pasta's been sitting for like 5 to 10 minutes. I lost track. I don't really know. It's thickened up a little bit. Can't really see. I was about to spill it on the ground. Let me bring the camera a little bit closer. It's thickened up a little bit, but it took for sure a solid half hour or so to cook this. So if you're really impatient outdoors, maybe you wouldn't want this, or if you I don't know, if you want really cheap food and you're patient to wait for your food outdoors, so you can sit around, wait about 30 minutes, look at the birds or something fly by, then this is probably great. It's really cheap, it's filling, tastes pretty good. You can add stuff to it easily. It's macaroni and cheese pretty much. I think what I'm going to try next time is actually add it to the cold water and then let it cook as it's heating up. So there's 6.5 minutes that I spent waiting for it to boil. Then I don't have to wait, and there's already like several minutes of it cooking. So I think the 40 milliliters probably would have worked, since it went out about 17 minutes, and then it would have cooked it. What I'm trying to say, it would have cooked faster. Instead of like about 20 minutes total I needed for burn time probably to cook, 17 minutes probably would have worked fine. So I'm gonna try that probably next time I do this and see how that works, and probably post a comment down below or something if it does work. And the tinfoil stove, they said it's only supposed to use 40 milliliters, but I can see the line of where it was, like the corrosion line on the inside, and it's like it's almost a centimeter away from the top hole, so I think you could probably use 45 or 50 milliliters just fine. And that should get for sure the 20 minutes. I've seen tests with the 40 milliliters supposed to get over 20 minutes, but this is indoors at no wind and in ideal conditions, and it only got 17. So keep that in mind, and thanks for watching. If you have any questions, comment down below, and I'll see you in the next video.